Hello, my fierce Aries. Welcome back. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss a single cosmic update. This month, we are stepping into a truly rare and powerful energy. June of 2026 is not just another month on the calendar. It is a cosmic bridge, carrying you from a deeply emotional, healing space into a period of pure, unapologetic self-expression and leadership. For the first half of June, the story is still unfolding inside your home and your heart, with Jupiter finishing its final days in Cancer. But by the end of the month, the entire game changes. Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, charges into passionate Leo, setting the stage for the most creative and personally rewarding chapter you've had in over a decade. This month will test your patience, ask you to heal old wounds around security, and then reward you by putting you directly in the spotlight. Let's walk through the timeline of this transformation, 1 week at a time, because if you know when to push and when to pause, you can make June 2026 your masterpiece. The energy for you, Aries, begins with a grounding influence. Saturn, the great taskmaster, is in your sign all month, keeping you accountable. It is that voice in your ear asking, is this sustainable? Am I building something that will actually last? If you've been feeling like the universe has been putting you through a boot camp of responsibility, this is why. Saturn in Aries is about teaching you to lead with patience, not just adrenaline. Your ancient guardian, Mars, starts the month in the steady, earthy sign of Taurus, anchoring your energy into your finances and material security. You are not running on empty this June. You are digging your heels in and building a fortress. This is a fantastic time to get your budget in order, to fix what is broken, and to establish a routine that supports your health. But do not get too comfortable in the slow lane, because the cosmic winds are about to shift dramatically. The first major shift happens on June 1st, when Mercury dives into watery Cancer. This moves the planet of communication into your zone of home, family, and emotional foundations. Aries, you're usually direct and blunt, want to solve problems with logic, but right now, you are being asked to listen with your heart. This is a beautiful time for healing family dynamics, for having those deep, meaningful conversations that you usually avoid because they feel too heavy. However, you need to mark your calendar for a few tricky days. On June 3rd, Mercury will square off with hazy Neptune, causing mixed signals and confusion. Do not sign anything important today, and definitely do not make any major decisions based on feeling or a dream. The real tension arrives on June 9th, when Venus and Jupiter align perfectly in conjunction in Cancer. This should be a beautiful, generous day for love, but because it is happening in your sensitive 4th house, it might actually bring up a power struggle with a family member or a partner about resources or emotional boundaries. And just a day later, on June 10th, Mercury squares heavy Saturn in your sign. This is the moment you feel the friction between what you want for yourself and what your family or your past needs from you. Words might feel blocked, or a difficult conversation might hit a nerve. Do not say something just to win the argument. Saturn is teaching you patience here, and the wise Aries will listen more than they speak. By the middle of the month, the energy lightens up significantly. On June 13th, Venus leaves Cancer and glides into radiant Leo, lighting up your zone of romance, creativity, and joy. If you've been feeling cooped up or emotionally drained, Venus in Leo is your rescue mission. Suddenly, you want to put on the red dress, you want to go out dancing, you want to be admired. Your charisma is off the charts during this period. Then, on June 15th, we are graced with a new moon in curious, playful Gemini. This lights up your sector of communication, short trips, and networking. This is a perfect day to send that risky text to your crush, to start that new side hustle, or book a spontaneous weekend getaway. However, the new moon makes a challenging square to foggy Neptune. So while your intuition is high, the details might be blurry. Write down what you manifest. Do not rely on memory alone. Keep your feet on the ground while you let your mind fly. But the real fireworks, the moment you've been waiting for, begins on June 20th and 21st. On June 19th, the wounded healer Chira moves into Taurus, which for you signifies a deep, ongoing healing around your personal assets and self-worth. You have been battling old wounds regarding money or feeling like you are not enough for years. Now, the medicine begins to settle in. But the big news is on June 21st, the summer solstice. The sun shifts into Cancer, turning your focus back to home and family just as the outer world is heating up. But hold on, because the same day Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, leaves Cancer and roars into passionate Leo. For the first time in over a decade, the great benefic enters your zone of creativity, romance, and self-expression. This is a massive green light. If you are single, the love market just opened for business. If you are an artist, the spotlight just found you. If you've been wanting to start a family or have a child, Jupiter in Leo is a fertile, joyful transit. But before you run off to buy a lottery ticket, the universe has one more twist for you. Just as Jupiter is heating up your love life, communication planet Mercury slams the brakes and turns retrograde on June 29th in the sign of Cancer. Do not panic. This retrograde is not here to ruin your fun. It is here to protect you from a whirlwind romance that looks good but has shaky foundations. A Mercury retrograde in your fourth house often brings closure to family drama or reveals a secret about your past. Expect to hear from an ex, to lose your keys, or to have a technological meltdown exactly when you need to send an important email. Just laugh it off, Aries. It is the universe reminding you to slow down and double-check the fine print before you leap. Do not sign contracts on June 29th or the days surrounding it. Wait until July. Now, let's talk about the money and the career, because you need to know where to aim that fiery arrow. For the first 3 weeks of June, Mars is in Taurus, which makes you an absolute beast when it comes to securing your financial base. You are fixing what is broken, you are paying off debt, and you are grinding hard. But on June 28th, just hours before the Mercury retrograde, Mars bursts into Gemini. This injects a severe shot of adrenaline into your cash flow and your daily work routine. You will suddenly want to buy the gadget, take the weekend trip, or start 3 new projects at once. Mars in Gemini is fast, clever, and scattered. This is the week to launch that podcast or to pitch that new idea. But with Mercury retrograde starting the next day, you absolutely must have a backup plan. Save your receipts. Back up your computer. And do not start a major construction project at home during the last week of the month. The month closes with a powerful full moon in ambitious Capricorn on June 29th. This is your professional peak of the month. This is the night where the boss, the CEO, or the public finally recognizes your hard work. A project you have been bleeding for since the spring reaches a thrilling conclusion. The full moon in Capricorn is about legacy, authority, and reputation. You are standing at the top of the mountain, Aries. Saturn in your sign asks for discipline, but Jupiter in Leo demands you enjoy the view. You have permission to be proud of yourself. If you have been waiting to ask for a raise or to step into a leadership role, this is your moment to shine. To ground this intense energy, remember that the second you stop fighting the current and start flowing with it, everything becomes easier. You are a fire sign, and fire needs oxygen to grow. Do not isolate yourself this month. Let your friends in. Let your family confuse you. Let your heart break a little and heal a lot. The astrology this month is loud, but you were born under the sign of the Ram. You were born to navigate noise and come out on top. If your rising sign is different, make sure you check that horoscope as well, as it will add a deeper layer of accuracy to your journey. I will be here for you next month when the retrograde throws its final curveball. Until then, be brave, be bold, and never dim your fire. Take a deep breath, ground your feet into the earth, and know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. If this reading resonated with you, please smash that like button and subscribe so we can walk through this wild month together. I am sending you so much love and so much luck. I will see you in the stars.